I'm Josh.
And I'm George. And together we're Just Ideas.
We're going to show you guys how we make a beat from scratch.
So the way we usually build off of stuff is kind of figure out like a reference idea. Us prying you with questions, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. From there, George usually starts with some chords, or I'll start with like a basic like drum pattern, and we just kind of build off of each other.
He knows drums and sound-wise kind of like where we should go with it. And then hearing how complex or how simple or how dark or how happy chord structure is, then I know kind of where I gotta go with it.
We kind of build the foundation, and then we just start to go from there.
So right now, what you see here is like a sound bank. If there's anything very specific that we're looking for the most part, we can find it here in terms of like drums or samples or cool sounds.
Right now, I'm just kind of fixing the timing on some stuff. The issue with a lot of like radio music now is like everything sounds perfect. If something sounds too human or something's not completely on time, apparently that sounds bad nowadays.
Just fixing my mistakes.
Yeah, making them sound better.
It makes a more full, more like atmosphere. Sometimes you don't hear it, but you would know if it wasn't there.
That's texture. In a lot of modern music now, there's a thing that's just called vocal chops. It's like samples of like other vocalists singing, and it just adds like little melodies or texture to in the background of songs. It's really prominent in like a lot of R&B, EDM songs. It just sounds like something's being sampled. Essentially what I did with that little vocal chop was added a lot of depth to that. So that's adding like reverb and echoes and all that delays, pushing it really far back in the song to make it sound like it's almost in like a tunnel or some sort of like cathedral sort of thing.
That way it doesn't compete with like the artist's vocal.
Without everything on, it's this. And then once you add everything in, it's a lot more depth.
I'm gonna lay down an intro, and then we'll start structuring and removing and adding elements, and then you'll see, we call it beat cuts. You just take out parts of whether it's the drums or you can do the entire production, it all can come out. You can almost like emphasize a cool melody or a cool line, or if they're rapping, a cool bar. Now you're like traditional bass sound. It's been used a lot, but I would say like Toronto artists definitely use the synth bass. The little symbol you just added there is these small like transitions that you might not notice are there.
I'm looking for like I guess like a little drum fill to help transition into the next section with everything in it. All of these sound very aggressive. Yeah, I'll use that. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like a basic idea for a song. A lot of like back and forth. When you're working with an artist, like we get a very like basic idea down. Once they write to it and record to it, we go back into the session and we rework the song a little bit more to help fit with whatever like the artist may have wrote. Yay.
We hope everyone enjoyed that. You can watch the full video at therecord.com. Thanks for watching.